Offensive coordinator Tommy Rees named the play caller earlier this week. He was asked about that today.
I really think mentality here from the beginning was like whatever is asked of me last year, this year, whatever the organization is going to ask of me, want to do that, my fullest capabilities. Excited about the opportunity, certainly, but try not to think of it in those terms. Like we have a job to do as a staff, myself, players included, like focus really on having a great week of preparation, making sure that we're putting our best foot forward, using the bye week to improve some areas where we really need to improve on, and ultimately then call a good game on Sunday.
So Lance, new play caller, bye week. What do you expect to be different about the offense this week?
Well, Tommy and Kevin have a lot of the same similarities. They want balance in their offense. They're going to rely on big double teams. Tommy likes to run a little bit more vertically. He's a gap scheme guy, played, coached under Saban. He learned from Brian Kelly, who's a Notre Dame guy, who's a multiple tight end guy. So a lot of their thoughts and beliefs and values and what they want to do on offense are the same. The thing that I think he brings from the college level is going to bring a lot more motion, a lot more movement, a lot more shifts, which should create a little bit clearer window for Dylan Gabriel, obviously. And then if Shedeur gets in there, just a clearer picture for those quarterbacks with the motion and movement and things of that nature. And then I think he's just going to get the ball out quick. And I think they're going to focus on getting Judy and Fannin and Judkins and the guys they think they're going to force feed those guys. That's what college coordinators do that come to the NFL. So those are two things I look for. Lots of movement and motions, and Judy and those guys getting some more touches, especially early on.
You've called plays at the high school level. I realize it's a difference. Play calling is not a science, more of an art form. What goes into play calling? What makes somebody a quote-unquote good play caller?
Well, you see those big sheets we have in front of us. Kevin has one. They all have one. And what those sheets are is it's like down and distance, things that you find important, down and distance and situational stuff and red zone and all those things that come in a game are all there. And everybody's is a little bit different. But it's interesting. You got to have some feel, right? Some guys are all about feel. Some guys are all about the numbers. This is what I should call from this hash on this yard line because this is what the other team has done in the 3 games we've scouted. I think there's a balance between both, right? If a guy gets hot, then you have to stick with that guy, even if it goes against the norm a little bit. But you also got to rely on those numbers and where are they weak and what side of the ball do they not stop the run on well, and what corner do you have to attack? And so there's a balance between feel, guys you want to get touches to, and then the math behind it, the things you study on film. So it's a balance. The best guys know how to balance it. And you got to be fearless. And you remember when you're a play caller, every bad call you make, everybody's going to tell you how bad you are, and you got to be okay with that.